I honestly felt like this was going to go this way. Hey guys, this is Jules with True Crime Reactions. Disclaimer. Everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Okay, the Celeste Rivas Hernandez and singer David situation. We have still not had a single arrest, a person of interest actually named publicly, or anything like that. And today, at the time of this recording, it is 9:20 p.m. on 9/29/2025. And I'm not really quite understanding what's happening here. I don't know why there's not more happening when it comes to the relationship between David and Celeste that has been uncovered over the past few weeks, because there's definitely something wrong there. If indeed it was an intimate relationship, with everything that we've heard, the way that he musically sounds so emotionally connected to her. I mean, there's literally a song that leaked back in December 2023 that's titled Celeste. I mean, that's pretty important to consider. Now, again, we have no arrest. We have no actual information when it comes to cause of death either. As a matter of fact, if you look over on the County of Los Angeles Medical Examiner's website, it still claims deferred. And what I don't really understand is why they have her age on the website as 15 years old. The date of death, September 8th, 2025, is also incorrect, as you're going to see in this press release from LAPD that came out today. They are claiming what we've been thinking for a long time now, that she had been deceased for weeks before she was found. And we're going to get to that here in just a second. But I'm just still sort of flabbergasted that not only is this incorrect and we have no cause of death, and here we are, waiting, but the body has been released to the family, and, they did whatever they had to do in order to lay her to rest. And I just don't know if that was the best idea. We don't have toxicology back yet, and maybe they're waiting on that before they make a move. I don't know, but let's go ahead and get to the update. It says the Los Angeles Police Department's Robbery Homicide Division has been diligently investigating the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez over the past several weeks. At this time, we can confirm that Celeste Rivas Hernandez is deceased. Okay, yeah. Okay. And her body was found in the front trunk area of a Tesla belonging to David Burke. That is David's actual name, but again, he goes by David, spelling it D4vd. The vehicle had been parked at the location from which it was towed for several weeks, so Miss Rivas Hernandez may have been deceased for several weeks before the discovery of her body. Now, in my last video, I went over some things that SF Investigates found in way of tow dates and tickets and things like that, photos of the vehicle from it being on the street itself before it was actually towed away. That was in, again, my previous video. So when you consider the amount of pollen and dust that was built up on the car, when you go back and you look at his tour dates alone, it would definitely seem like this would have had to have happened either at the very end of July or the very beginning of August, just again, based on his tour dates and him being in California or not. Now, there's also reports claiming that her friends and family that she was actually still in contact with stopped hearing from her towards the end of July. So that tracks too. It goes on to say the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner has not yet determined the cause or manner of Miss Rivas Hernandez's death. As such, it remains unclear whether there is any criminal culpability beyond the concealment of her body. RHD is thoroughly examining every aspect of this case to uncover the truth and seek justice for Celeste Rivas Hernandez and her family. We appreciate the public's patience and understanding as we continue this investigation. Further updates will be provided as appropriate, but at this time, we are unable to answer additional questions. Yeah, that whole part about how it remains unclear whether there is any criminal culpability beyond concealment of her body bothers me. Because, it means a couple different things. It means that with everything they have done to her body so far, there's nothing there that they can use in order to determine how she passed away. Now, I don't know how decomposed she was. I don't know if she actually had pieces of her body missing or not, because the way that she and her remains have been described has been different in pretty much every article that they've been mentioned in. So that's still up in the air. We just know that she had been there for quite some time and that they were still able to see a tattoo on her finger, but were unable to tell race and or ethnicity at the time that they first saw her.
Now, this is apparently her death certificate. This is the one that's going, making the rounds. It's a little bit too blurry for me to be able to really see what they're talking about here. You can see her name, her date of birth. And again, even though they have her date of birth as 9/7 and her remains obviously were there for quite some time, they still have her birth date as the 15th on her actual birth certificate. That's wild to me. She never made it to 15, but that's not why I want to show you this. Apparently, this death certificate also claims that Celeste's body had not carried a baby in the past year. So that is going to cause a lot of confusion with the screenshots that were going around from Discord, where David apparently was tagging who is believed to be Celeste in comments about having a baby. So I don't know who that could have been about. I don't know if those screenshots were fake, because you really just can't trust hardly anything anymore. But apparently the death certificate says that's impossible for it to have been her.
So I guess, again, we're waiting on the toxicology. But what if it's just a coincidence and just whoever is responsible's dumb luck that she might be decomposed too far down, too far gone for them to be able to see what actually happened? So I guess it's just going to remain up in the air until the toxicology results come back. Maybe then they're going to be able to see if there's anything in her system or not. But what if there's not? What if literally nothing comes from it? What if they've given the body back and they can't do anything else, and they've done the toxicology and they've done the autopsy and they've done everything that they could and they can't find an answer? Does that mean that whoever's responsible for even putting her there is just going to get away with it? Because they haven't said so far that they've seen anything on camera. What about the warrant for the Tesla information to be able to see who was driving it? What about surveillance from where the car would have been driving around, all the times it was apparently moved, all these other things? There's a lot of questions still here and a lot of very much unanswered information, a lot of blanks. Insane. All right, you guys, let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments. If you liked the way that I present this information and give my opinion, please don't forget to leave a like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. And please don't forget to make sure that that notification bell is set to all so you don't miss any of my rants, reviews, reactions, updates, or deep dives. See y'all.